Yo, what's happening, baby? This is the Flaming Sword, and I'm Kamseen Khan. I really just wanted to take a quick moment to address a few things, namely why I am endeavoring to create this Flaming Sword network thing. I really feel that us as men are kind of out of sorts and out of connection with the things that bring us our vitality, the things that, or the ethics that, you know, propel us forward to become what we are. Because, I feel like, a lot of time in my life, I have not been living my life. Like, I told Queen Kunta at some point in time, we were having a discussion, and I was like, my frustration lies in the fact that I have never been seen. The me that I see myself as being has never been seen outside of my mind. I've been trapped in what people see me being. The glass ceiling, the glass wall, the glass box of the perceptions of the other motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? I know what I am. I know what I'm capable of. And I know where I can take myself. And I'm 100% certain that I'm going to get there. But I know that the number one challenge is the fact that nobody sees the me that I see. So a lot of my combativeness and a lot of my, aggression comes from that, because a lot of times when motherfuckers be talking to me, I don't feel like they talking to me. I feel like they talking to another motherfucker that don't even motherfucking exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is you talking to, fam? You ain't talking to me. You're not seeing the perspective that I'm bringing to the table. You're taking everything that, all of the input and the work that I put in, and you're interpreting it according to how you want to interpret it. And the reason why that is happening is because I am failing on some very crucial motherfucking levels, where I could stand in front of you as the person that I am, the person that I know that I am, and you don't see that person. The failure must lie with me. I must, take that to the motherfucking chin. You feel me? Because a lot of things happen in real time and they're interpreted in real time. And I got kids and shit. Motherfuckers who I really want to know what type of person that I am. That I really want to have like a crystallized version of who motherfucking Kunta is. So, that's one of the reasons why I went on the endeavor of creating the Flaming Sword Network. Excuse me. I wanted to be able to create a format where us as men can present ourselves as the men we see ourselves being, because motherfuckers don't believe in manhood no more. Manhood is damn near been eradicated as a motherfucking choice. Just the fact that you choose to be a man puts you under pressure for all kind of gay ass shit. So a lot of times, if you're like me, the man that you see yourself being, And the man that you want other people to see you as just never gets out. It's just never out there, you know? And there's a like a fulfillment issue with that because, you know, I done rubbed a little bit of money and I was just unimpressed, you know? It reached a certain point in the game where, you know, I just refused to be impressed. Like, I didn't take the fact that other people were impressed as a motherfucking compliment even. It was like, you know what I'm saying? This ain't me. This ain't where I'm at. You know, this is me in survival mode. This is me, you know, moving how, you know, the flow dictates. And it's a warped perspective of what I actually am. You know, so, you know, with that purpose in mind, I wanted to put together the Flaming Sword Network. I wanted to be a format for where manly thoughts, manly ideals, manly perspectives, you know? Shit, manly vulnerabilities, all of that shit, you know? Nigga, my pops died. And everybody thought that I was depressed. But I was pissed. I was ready to get at it. You know? I was pissed. I was angry because, like, deep down inside, Pops left a lot of ground uncovered that I couldn't cover. And it pissed me off. I was pissed at myself that I could not cover, like, 25% of the grounds of that void. He left a void, and it's a huge void. And I know for a fact that as I stand right now, I can't cover that void. Especially as I stood back then, I just couldn't cover that void, and I shut down. And, you know, I was disappointed with myself. Like, damn, nigga, you just shut down. Because I was pissed. And I didn't trust myself. Like, for like one of the first times in my life, I like plain didn't trust myself. And, you know, I'm a confident dude, so ultimately I regained my trust in myself. But it was still a process. It still took work, you know? It took work to steal the momentum and negativity that was flowing into my heart. Whatever the fuck frequency that was, or whatever it was that was, you know, tuned into my soul and directed me to move, you know, breaking down my character that I had so carefully built. And the thing about it is that, you know, regardless of how low I slipped, I had to refuse to be ashamed of myself. Like, fuck it. I had to refuse to be ashamed of myself. Because if I added shame to that equation, it'd just push me deeper down that hole. So even though I'm sorry about, you know, some of the things that transpired, I still don't give a fuck, you know, any more than all of the other forces of natures and phenomena that caused that event, or those events that offended people. Those things happen too, just like I happened. So I refuse to feel bad. I refuse to, you know, feel guilty and place that guilt on my shoulders when I don't see nobody else put no guilt on their shoulders. But that doesn't change the fact that I know I want to be better, that I need to be better. And I want to create a motherfucking platform where I can show my progress. Where people who think like me, who know that they're great, but they're somehow still flawed, to not let the flaws or guilt of the flaws suppress your greatness. Like every step took, I'm proud of I'm and I would like, you know what I'm saying, for the person that I am to show more than any motherfucking other gain to be had, because I've had all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I done got my feet wet on so many different licks, so many different moves. You know? I done sent bitches out. I done robbed, I done did scams, all kind of crazy shit. And, you know, none of that shit impressed me enough to do anything more than just get my feet wet. Maybe just to say that I did it, but I've done it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know, I done dipped my toes in a lot of pools. Was never impressed enough to take the full dive. But I take the full dive into my Flaming Sword network. And I want to link up with motherfuckers who want to take a full dive, because I want to invest in myself. I'm the coolest motherfucker I know. I'm the realest motherfucker I know. Nobody, I can't bullshit myself. There was no way in hell I could bullshit myself. You couldn't bullshit me. So ain't no way in hell that, you know, you're dealing with a guy who could bullshit himself. You know, you got to convince me to bullshit myself in order to bullshit me. And I'm not bullshitting myself. You know, this smooth, laid back dude, y'all don't understand the brutality that it takes to inflict upon myself to present you with this smooth, laid back exterior, I mean. The battle going on the inside is vicious. Just so that this little 2% of my essence can be seen. But like I said, I created the Flaming Sword Network as a means through which I can show myself, and I can be seen, and I can be understood, because I feel like I am important enough that once I'm gone, you know, more is gonna have to be understood about me. I feel like I'm important enough that once I'm gone, my kids are gonna want to hear me and see me and understand where I was coming from, and the ceilings and the glass walls that I encountered through my endeavor to become the God that I know that I am. I want them to understand that. I want anyone who has encountered me to understand that. I want that shit to be on record. I don't want motherfuckers to be saying anything about me, because the only way the motherfuckers can interpret me is through warped lenses. And I don't want to trust my legacy, my name, my character to be presented through warped lenses. I want it to be as pure as can be. And the only way that I trust it to be pure is through me, because I trust myself implicitly on a whole nother level. I trust myself because I know that everything that happens in my motherfucking life is divine will. So it's not really myself that I'm trusting. But I have to say that I'm trusting myself. But I'm trusting divine will. And I trust the knowledge that comes, the things that I'll be saying, and everything. I don't want misconstrued. I want it to be agreed with or disagreed with. I don't want the narrative fucked up. because everybody who knows me knows what type of guy I am.